So, I want to explain something here. Recently, we had a problem at a apartment, one of our tenants, with a hot water heater. These are tankless hot water heaters. And this is an apartment that I totally renovated about 10 years ago, I guess. And off and on over the past couple of years, the tenant has been saying that the hot water just isn't really that hot. Sometimes it's kind of just warm, never gets really hot. Other times it works great. So after the latest tenant moved in and it just was not making any hot water at all, they complained and said, hey, we got no hot water, we got just warm water. And it's winter and it's not very much fun to take a shower in a warm water because it's really not very warm. So I went over and I looked, and sure enough, the water's just warm. So after looking at it, the heater's 10 years old. It's outside on the exterior of the building. And we thought, well, okay, time to replace the heater. So I went and bought a new heater, hot water tankless. And I can do the install except for the gas. So I turned the gas off, disconnected it, swapped out the heaters. Everything works great. The water runs great, no leaks, nothing. Now I got to wait for Tokyo Gas to come and hook it up. Tokyo Gas guys come, they hook up the gas, they run their test, we turn everything on, and warm water. What's going on? So me and the Tokyo Gas guys stood around for half an hour, and we turned taps on and taps off, and nothing. All we could get was warm water. One time, when we had both the kitchen and the bathtub running, we got some hot water for a short period of time, but then nothing. So they checked the unit out, they checked the gas out, they said everything's copacetic with that, there's something else here that's strange. And then they had to go to the next job, so they left. Fair enough. So, while I was talking to my wife on my phone, it finally hit me what went on. Now I'm going to try to explain this to you and see if anybody here can figure it out. First, we have the water main coming into the apartment. That water main goes over and goes to a manifold under the floor. Now, over here, we have the hot water heater. So, there's one cold line, and the cold line goes here over to the hot water heater. And of course, from there, hot water comes to the hot water heater to a hot water manifold. So then in the middle here, I'm going to have kitchen, bathtub, and washing machine. So I have three taps. I have three outlets for hot and cold water. Each one is plumbed with, there's a line that goes here, and there's cold, line that goes here, cold, line that goes here, cold. You get the picture. So when I turn on the hot water heater, I only get warm water. Now the washing machines in Japan are not plumbed for hot and cold water. They have one water inlet. And so then we have a tap that is kind of this old style of tap. Has a body like this. And hot water comes in here. Cold water comes in here. And the two mixed together comes out here. And then this is hooked up to the washing machine. So if you want, you can use just cold water, or you want, you can just use hot water, or you can mix the both together. So what was going on? Well, when I turned this on here, when I turned this one on and this one on, I got warm water. When I turned this one and this one on, I got warm water. Now, the washing machine, I'd have to run it to get the water going out of there. So I couldn't figure out what was going on. Finally, it hit me. The washing machine has a solenoid and a valve in it that when you turn the power on, the valve opens and the water comes out of the tap. Therefore, everyone, just about everybody, they leave these two taps open, wide open all the time. But there's a valve here that stops the water from flowing unless the washing machine is turned on. So what was happening was, when I turn the hot water on here in the bathtub, the water goes from here, goes into the hot water heater, comes into here, comes out here. It should come out hot, right? Well, the only problem is, because these two taps are turned on, the cold water comes in here and also comes out there. This was acting as a bypass or a backflow. So all I had to do, and the reason why every now and then the tenant would get really hot water is, if they decided they didn't want to wash with hot water and they turned this tap off, then this would be stopped and the water would stop here and they get only hot water. I'm an idiot. When I plumbed this, I just never thought of that. What I should have is on this line here, there should be a check valve. Now, there's probably plumbers out there that are watching this right now saying, yeah, no kidding, dummy. You need a check valve there. The only thing is, this is a pretty unique situation because when I put this in, most of the apartments in Japan do not have hot water to the washing machine. They're strictly cold water. And I put this in as kind of a luxury, kind of a rental point for people, that they could actually have hot water at their washing machine. It's not common. But I just didn't think about leaving those two taps open, and this solenoid on the washing machine valve stopped, which then creates a place for this to go like this. So I figured it out. The only thing is, got a brand new hot water, tankless water heater hanging on the wall that I really didn't need. The only thing is, the hot water heater that was there was 10 years old. So that's getting near the end of its usable life. Now I'm going to keep it as a backup because I do have another unit on the same building that is probably 7 or 8 years old. So I'll just keep this one as a backup. Works fine. Now I figure out. Anyways, mea culpa. I'm an idiot.